All right. Hello, everybody. Welcome into another episode of the Full Send Half Mast podcast. Tonight, episode 117, we will be focusing on this weekend's NASCAR throwback weekend at Darlington. We got some drama to talk about there as well. And then our main talking point for tonight, which I'm super excited to get into because, wow, what a great start we've had to this Formula One season. And we had even more drama this weekend, man. I can't wait to talk about how McLaren absolutely shit the bag this week here at the Formula One Grand Prix of Japan. And then we'll preview this upcoming onslaught of race. We got Bristol for NASCAR. We got the IMSA and IndyCar series down at Long Beach for that pretty prestigious event that I love every year. And then obviously Formula One's back again for a third straight week at Bahrain. We'll go over fantasy picks with you guys for the upcoming races this weekend. We'll give you our picks and everything along with that. But first off, I got Tom here with me. Tom, how you doing, man?
Dude, I'm here in the hotel room. I got myself some beer.
Oh, you got the good one too.
I got some pizza.
Hell yeah, he's hooked up.
And I'm gonna sit here for the next hour and talk about racing, brother. It's a great time.
Hell yeah, we need to get some of those for Dega, those Malata or the lime.
Oh yeah,
chiladas, dude. I freaking
chilada.
love those things, man. Those things go hard. I can't have
They are.
many of them, but I have to drink one every once in a while. They're good, man.
Dude, I'm telling you, once I start on one, it's like I can't stop.
Exactly.
I just
that's
keep
why
going.
I buy the tall one. I buy the 24 ouncer, and I'm like, that's all I need is just one of these. I'm good to go.
Oh yeah.
Oh man. I'll usually do that before I go to the Speedway, which this weekend, man, opener at Meridian Speedway, dude. I'm super excited, dude. There's 8 different classes racing for the opening night.
Dang.
It's gonna be fun. I'll be heading there after our watch party, which I'm gonna announce that right now. The winner of the poll was the IMSA race for this weekend at Long Beach on Saturday afternoon at 5 p.m. Eastern time. We'll be live right here. It's an hour 40-minute race, 100 minutes. One of my favorite races of the year. It'll be the GTP, GTD classes. We'll preview that race for you guys here tonight on this podcast. But just wanted to announce that. Thank you guys again for voting and participating in this month's April Watch Party poll. I'm super excited for this weekend's race. Alrighty. First off, let's get into a little bit of news. We have to get hit on this first, but Hattori died in a car accident. Super unfortunate. Had a great run of the truck series as a team owner, man. I remember that year when what was it, the year before Brett Moffitt got there, where they were really running bad, and then Moffitt gets in there. They end up basically upsetting the world, wins the truck championship. Then who else went and ran there? Austin Hill, I think, ran
Austin
there for
Hill.
a while. Ankrum, I believe, ran there for a little while. There was a bunch of
and dang, there's another big one that ran there too. Oh, Brett Moffitt.
Yeah, Brett Moffitt with the championship run. Yeah, that was
duh. That's I need more beer.
It's been a long week. It's only Tuesday. I love it. Yeah, so that's super sad news. Unfortunate. I'm curious to see what the legacy of this team is moving forward. I mean, it's crazy. Crazy to think about. Yeah.
R.I.P.
All right. Next thing I do want to talk about, and this is because it pertains to IndyCar, and there's been a lot of rumblings, and I've seen a lot of videos, especially recently, a lot of tweets and everything going around about the chassis for IndyCar being updated by 2027. People saying it's not going to happen. Some people say it is going to happen. Some say minor tweaks. Some say full overhaul. We've seen concepts. I think Tom's posted concepts on the Discord over the past year and a half or so. But Roger Penske confirms that 2027 is going to be the new chassis for IndyCar. I like the look of the car that they have now. I hope they don't stray too far from it. I mean, I've seen rumors they're going to try and make them longer, maybe a little wider, more like a Formula One car. I kind of hope they don't do that because I think that'll hurt the driving, especially on some of these street courses that they have, especially some of the short ovals. I don't know, man. I'm optimistically skeptical about this 2027 redesign. We know how the hybrid system's kind of been hit and miss recently. Like last year, we saw a lot of Honda issues with the hybrid. This year, we're seeing Chevy issues with the hybrid. It's like,
I don't know. Look, this car that we currently have right now, well, I mean, arguably the IR07 was really good as well, put on some good races, a little bit of an ugly car, but this DW12 has been a phenomenal car just from the beginning, really, and then through the Aero Wars. I mean, the Aero Wars put on some incredible racing, and then now with the updated car, it's just been such a good chassis, such a good car. It's going to be really hard to top it, and I almost feel like, this car, you can kind of compare it to like maybe the Gen 6, maybe even the COT in NASCAR. I mean, I hope to God we don't get another car like what NASCAR did with the next gen. I hope to God, because I don't know how you can make the racing product any better right now in IndyCar. Uh, I know that change is good, and probably they need to change the chassis just because of the age of it all. And I get it. Like, you need to change that, every so often, and they've been putting this off for a damn 2012. So 13 years we've been racing this chassis, but look, it's been 13 years of phenomenal racing. So I just hope they don't make the same mistake NASCAR does
Yeah, I
or
agree.
did.
And I think that this chassis is specifically has been so good on street courses. I mean, all the street course
Yeah.
races over the last few years have been so good, man. Like I mean, the tire deg's been insane. The amount of downforce these cars generate is insane. We've seen great races on street course, and I think we're gonna see another good one this weekend. So, I think really the only adjustment they really need to make if they're gonna focus on any type of racing, I think it'll just be the short ovals. I mean, we've really seen hit and miss races on short ovals. Like even like look at or last year with Iowa, we had a good race in race 1 and then a really snoozer in race 2. It was like I don't know. What it could be the time of day because one was run at night, one was run in the
That's
daytime.
exactly what it is.
But
Yeah.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see what changes with this car. I mean, to be honest, I'm excited. Alrighty, I think it's time to get into it. Let's start off with the Xfinity race on Saturday. Let's just go over stage winners. Burton and Allgaier win stages. I do want to talk about Taylor Gray. I can't remember if this was the end of stage 2 or end of stage 1, but we saw this in the Cup race as well with Hocevar. But he ends up coming off at turn 4, and he just clears himself off of Daniel Dye and brings out a random caution, which basically bonehead move of the week for me, nominee. But what set the chain reaction to this event off is it kind of changed the complexion of this race, right? Because at that point, we knew Brandon Jones had a good race car. He was up front all day. Christopher Bell had a really good race car. Allgaier had a pretty decent race car. Chastain, I think, had the best race car. Kind of shuffled the track position. Chastain, dude, can we talk about how much Chastain was like Chastain of the old this weekend in the Xfinity Series race, man? He was aggressive, dude. He was on the whip in this race, man. This race was must watch TV for me, just watching Chastain. Every time he would lose track position after like a caution like this Taylor Gray one or whatever other random caution would happen, dude, Chastain was like the best getting through traffic. I mean, he moved through traffic extremely well. And then once he got to the lead, he was able to control it. He opened a gap. And even if, like, say, Brandon Jones in the long runs or even Christopher Bell in the long runs were able to close up and catch him, like, he was able to maintain the lead. Like, he was never put in a compromised position from the guy behind him, and he was able to hold the lead. I feel like this race got away from Chastain with the randomness of the cautions late. I mean, we had that late caution with Honeyman getting in the wall, ends up basically ruining Chastain's race. That gave Brandon Jones basically preferred line on that restart. Shout out to who was it? Was it Jeb Burton? And there was somebody else that stayed out on that final restart on old ass tires. And I was like, dude, that is the smartest move, man. Like, worst case scenario, you got like what, 11 laps to go on the restart, 12 laps to go on the restart. I was like, worst case scenario, you're gonna lose like 5-6 positions once this like single files out, right? You were running what? Jeb Burton was running outside top 15. Ends up netting himself a way better finish than he was going to get. I mean, I felt like that was the call there. Chastain was ever able to make it back to the traffic there at the end. Brandon Jones ends up winning the race. I would rate this race probably a 9 out of 10, man. I enjoyed this Xfinity race. I thought it was really entertaining. Lots of side-by-side battles. There was a few weird Darlington incidents, right? Like I mentioned with Taylor Gray clearing himself off of 4, Leland Honeyman wrecking, Chris Wright having another Chris Wright moment somewhere in stage 1. Different strategies, it felt like, because some guys, I mean, it feels like at Darlington anyway, you're never going to have a bad Darlington race. So with the tire degradation that we see, the amount of side force that these Xfinity cars make and how much they could just bounce off the wall and be completely fine. It was a fun race, man. I enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was. I mean, it was back to typical Xfinity racing, really, which is the pinnacle of stock car racing in America, North America.
I think the highlight of the race for me, though, was, God, I don't know if it was like 30, 40 laps to go, and Chastain's trying to get by Christopher Bell to run down, I believe it was maybe Allgaier was leading at the time, or maybe it was Brandon Jones. And Chastain did. This is the Chastain I've been dying to see for the last like 2 years since they neutered this guy. But he just sent it in there, man. Tried to pull a slide job. He didn't clear him. He was like maybe right rear tired or left front tire, and he just walls Christopher Bell, man. I know a lot of people were frustrated with Chastain for this, but I was super excited to see Chastain get his balls back, man. I thought he was a tunic for the last 2 years.
I just look. He made some comments at the beginning of the week in Darlington that just made him look so soft, and and you know that's coming from me, who has been a Chastain fan because of what he's done on track. But you know what? Lately, it's just, I don't know. Maybe he has a different mindset when he goes Xfinity racing or whatever. Whatever that mindset he had Xfinity racing, it needs to carry over to Cup. I mean, yeah, that Trackhouse team is struggling real bad, and man, they need someone like that bad.
Yeah, they need it bad.
It's just disappointing to me. You know what I mean? Like it's just, yeah.
Yeah, I agree. Brandon Jones wins, man. This is one pick that I really am kind of slapping myself for, because I damn near took him as my dark horse last week. I was thinking about it so hard, but I think I took Taylor Gray instead. This Brandon Jones at Darlington has always been good, man. Like, it seems like every time the Xfinity goes to Darlington, it's Brandon Jones always in the top 5, battling for a win. I should have known better. I should have took him as my dark horse. Right when he won the race, I was like, dude, why the hell didn't I take him as my dark horse, man? I feel so dumb right now. Snaps like a huge winless streak. Didn't expect that coming. Do we expect anything more for Brandon Jones from the rest of the year? I don't, personally. I feel like this is his best track. I mean, unless the Xfinity races again at Darlington in the playoffs, don't they? Or is that the trucks that weekend instead? I'm trying to remember.
I don't know.
I can't remember, but I mean, unless Darlington is that playoff race, Brandon Jones is cooked. At least he's gonna be in the playoffs. Winning, you're in. Oh yeah. All right. Well, there's nothing really else I want to add to this Xfinity race. I do want to mention again Taylor Gray wrecking himself off at turn 4. That was really dumb. He was in a great position. So was Daniel Dye, and it kind of ruined both their race. So I'll nominate him. All right, man. It's time we talk about the F1 Japanese Grand Prix, man. What a freaking race weekend this was. We got to start off with qualifying, though, because something absolutely historic happened this weekend with Max Verstappen. Ends up setting the track record at Suzuka. I mean, unbelievable qualifying lap. I know you posted that ghost graphic, dude. Holy cow.
Insane. With the 4th best car. He's better than Michael Schumacher, dude. He's better than Ayrton Senna. He's better than Lewis Hamilton. This is the literal go. We are witnessing something now that F1 will talk about for the next 80 years. I mean, it's insane. It's insane. Max Verstappen is insane. He's not human. He's like a freaking Martian, dude. I mean, like, he's some silicone life form that can come here and learn like AI. Like, he might be a freaking lizard, dude. I don't even know. He's not human, though. And it's just crazy.
I mean, that lap was impressive, dude. I mean, especially when you're watching, like, when you watched it live, it was, like, impressive as hell to see, like, the replay of the lap from the onboard. But then to see the Ghost comparing to Lando Norris, which is in the best car on the grid, I mean, that was insane. Like, he was behind Norris for 3/4 of the lap. And then by the end of it, he's ahead of him. I'm like, what the hell did he do? Like, some of those zones where you would expect, like, maybe not so much break in, more roll center in through the, or more roll through the center of the corner. He was just flying through there, dude. Like it was like, how'd that car physically do that? Like you said, man, he's not human. He might be a freaking computer, dude. Like, he might be a time traveler. He might be an alien. I don't know what he is, dude.
I don't know, man. It's insane. Seriously, I mean, what we witnessed is they're going to talk about for the next 80 years. This guy is just out of this freaking world.
I can't believe. I mean, we'll talk about it with the standings here in a little bit, but I can't believe he's got this team in a chance to win another world championship. I mean, after the start that they've had, I mean, God, he ran so bad at Australia. Somehow came home there with a P2 finish there. I mean, ran terrible at China. Somehow salvaged points there, and then there's no more talk about it. Verstappen wins the race. I mean, absolute masterclass. Can we acknowledge that again? He was getting hounded by the McLarens the entire race. They out-strategized him. Right when they were... That was the best part about the race, dude, is McLaren was so desperate, Tom, that they were out calling fake pit laps to throw off Red Bull and Verstappen because they knew they couldn't beat him on pace. They were saying, we're going to pit this lap, box this lap, Lando. And then they'd go by the start. Max wouldn't freaking take the bait at all. They would stay on the track. And then somehow, dude, they knew the exact lap McLaren was going to pit before McLaren knew they were going to pit. Pit at the same time. The best drama of this race, though, Tom, as Max would say, that's a really expensive lawnmower. I want to know how the fuck this wasn't a penalty on Lando Norris, bro. I watched this live. I think I texted you right when it freaking happened. So they both pit at the same time. Max Verstappen is on the in the pit exit lane, the preferred lane, the lane that has the right of way. Lando Norris exits pit lane even with him, which in every other scenario of Formula One fucking history, that's an unsafe release, right? Every time. Then, not only that, instead of conceding the position to Max, he stays side by side, drives himself into the grass, and then gets on the radio and demands a penalty for Max. I'm telling you, this is some facepalm bullshit right here. Dude, I literally rolled my eyes and started laughing my ass off, dude. I couldn't fucking believe what I have heard come out of the mouth of Lando Norris. And then McLaren, then Zach Brown, oh, we're looking into it, Lando. Keep your head down. Like, shut the hell up, man. I mean, how is that not an unsafe release? How? I saw an unsafe release last year at Jeddah when freaking Fernando Alonso cleared Checo, cleared him, didn't even impede him on pit lane. He cleared him and got a fucking impeding pit exit. But Lando can exit side by side, drive himself in the grass, and he thinks he's the victim. What? Make it make sense, Tom.
Oh, the victim. He's the victim.
Dear God. I mean, unbelievable, dude. And the thing is, dude, this is what gets me too, right? Because Lando's over here talking a big fucking game inside the car. Like, he ran me off the track. You gotta penalize him. And he's talking like he's about to go fight Max after the race. Well, they had to go into the war room after the race, sitting in that little box, watching the race highlights, and he's sitting right next to Max Verstappen. And they show that highlight. And Max is just sitting there, calm, cool, and collected. And Lando, you can see he grabs his water bottle. He starts sipping on it. He's all hunched down in his chair. It gets lower and lower. and he's like, and he said nothing. Max looks over at him and he goes, "That's one expensive lawnmower." Lando silent as hell. I thought that was the greatest moment of F1 history, dude. That was so great, man.
You know what, Jay? I mean, just the theatrics of an F1 race absolutely kills NASCAR. I mean,
Oh my
it's just,
god.
I mean, like the past 2 seasons in F1 has been so fucking entertaining,
So great,
and
man.
it's because of this, man. It's the best car that cannot beat Max Verstappen. Max Verstappen could drive a freaking tractor and still beat Lando Norris. I mean, and then Lando Norris and his team will take every opportunity to try and shit on his strategy or shit on his car, shit on his driving, and they still can't do anything about it. And then they get called out on it. What happens? What do? They shrivel up. They shrivel up, baby. That's all they do. It's great. It's great. I'll tell you one thing, though. Max Verstappen, he ain't soft, and that's the best damn driver in the world right there.
Hell
Let's talk a
yeah.
little bit about hung money.
Oh man, we gotta save that for the next one. I'm already laughing too much, man. That was the most stone cold thing I've ever seen, man. Like I was
great.
Like I love watching the post race of F1, but this one in particular, I was glued to the TV because of all the bitching we heard from Lando and what happened with that pit incident. I was like, okay, let's see if Lando's got some balls. I knew it wasn't gonna happen, but I just wanted to see, and it proved me right. But let's talk about how freaking bad McLaren botched this race, man. McLaren botched this race so badly. It was even Crofty during the broadcast was talking about it. I mean, McLaren has a car that is basically better than what I would say Red Bull was 2 years ago when Verstappen won damn near every single race. I think that this car is better than that car for McLaren. I honestly do. This car is unbelievable. It's so good in single car pace. It doesn't matter what tire compound you put on it. It's good with a low fuel load. It's good with a high fuel load. Good in downforce tracks. Good on straight line speed. I mean, this car is the most diverse, dominant car you could possibly have. And the fact that they couldn't win pole because Verstappen is just that god tier. And then the thing that throws me off, even Jacques Villeneuve said this. Why did McLaren concede the fact of putting both cars on the same strategy? Jacques Villeneuve said, if we're going to commit to Lando being our premier driver today, why did we not bring Piastri in on a shortcut or an overcut? Why didn't we put him on a different compound? Why didn't we try something different to try and see if we can net maybe Piastri ahead of Verstappen at one point in time? And that's what blew my mind to begin with there. Then once they had basically handcuffed their freaking hands together, straitjacketed themselves, and sunk themselves to the bottom of the fucking ocean in a fucking vault, then they decide, hey, we're not fast enough with Lando. Hey, Lando, can you speed your car up? He couldn't go faster. Zach Brown, you're a clown. He couldn't go faster. And you got fucking Piastri sitting back here, basically running over the rear tail wing of Lando, screaming at the team, let me go, guys. I'm faster. I've got the pace. And then freaking clown ass over here, they're over here telling Lando to pick up his pace. Oh, we don't got the pace. Sorry, Piastri. We got to keep Lando in front of you because we got to keep the pace. This is McLaren at its freaking finest, man. This is why I can't stand them fuckers. Let's be honest, Tom. Would you rather lose the race just conceding it to Verstappen or lose the race letting your faster guy go and try and attack him? What would be able to allow you to sleep at night?
Well, if we actually thought about it, we probably McLaren would have won the race. So
they should have. The fact that they lost is fucking mind blowing, dude. Like, I can't even comprehend how this happened. I mean, let's say this, Tom. We understand that Zach Brown and Lando Norris with his Dollar General knee pads, as you would say, are buddies. And they wouldn't let Piastri pass Lando. Let's say the roles were reversed, Tom, and it was Piastri that was holding up Lando. Do you think they would have swapped the cars then? I 100% think they would have.
Well, of course. Absolutely they would have. Absolutely. Lando Norris is the number one driver.
It's ridiculous, man. It's absolutely ridiculous. Like Piastri, okay. Piastri, I think he is. I don't even know how to compare. I think he's way better than Lando. Doesn't matter. He's way better than Lando. Piastri is far superior than Lando in every single level. The only thing Lando had him on over the last year and a half was qualifying, and I think Piastri's starting to get better at that. Once Piastri could get better at qualifying and out qualifies Lando Norris on a regular basis, it's over, dude. It's fucking over, man. Like, Piastri's going to be a world champion. But the thing is, I texted you after the race, Tom. I said, Lando Norris is never going to win a world championship until he gets away from Zach the Clown Brown. That guy is an absolute moron. McLaren is so up, that Lando Norris train, they can't even see straight, bro. Oh, shoot. 1 second, dude. Some reason you got paused. Or muted. I don't know what just happened. 1 second. Sorry about that, guys. I don't know what just happened. Let's see. Go to my voice and video settings. Check.
Test.
Yes, we're good now. We're good.
Okay. So what I was saying is I don't think that Lando Norris can actually win a championship. I don't think he's that guy. I don't think he could go to. I mean, especially with McLaren. I mean, he can't win a championship in the best car. He can't do it. I don't think he could do it anywhere.
If he can't win a championship into this McLaren platform that we have this year, like if he doesn't win the world championship this season, he's never winning it. Like this is his chance.
Yeah, his chance was last year too.
Yeah, and he
had the dominant car for the most dominant part of the season, and he's choked it. He absolutely choked it. I mean, there's just he's not that guy. He's just not that guy.
He'll never be that guy, man. He's terrible. And the thing that gets me too, man, is I'm just gonna say it, dude. I think they're a bunch of freaking femcells. I'm not even gonna lie, dude, on the internet. Whenever Lando has anything happen to him, you just see the waterworks come off of the Instagram, the TikToks, the Facebook grams, whatever, TikTok masters, whatever the hell you want to call it. Just come out and floods in droves, dude. Like I watched this one video where this lady was trying to explain how Max Verstappen ran into Lando Norris on pit exit during this race.
Yeah, I saw that video.
Dude,
like what? She was saying that the FIA needed to park Max because they put Lando in a position where he could have died.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about.
Literally in one of the most dangerous sports in the world. Like
window lickers, bro.
Anytime anybody gets into a race car, their chances of dying increases exponentially. It's not just about what happens on track. It's just jumping in a race car and doing some practice laps. Your percentage of death just goes through the freaking roof.
Yes, even a track marshal has got a high risk of death just by walking.
Dude, a track marshal died last year.
Yeah, dude. I mean, oh my god. Hey, we got someone in the chat. We got Candy, the Labrador Retriever. Usually Keystone Light. Let me sleep at night. Just saying, it's absolutely ridiculous. Oh, I love it. That's great. Thanks for tuning in. I appreciate it. Oh man. I guess
sometimes sometimes the Keystone comes in clutch. I ain't gonna lie.
Oh man. I mean, we might be having a lot of that here in about, I don't know, 2.5 weeks. Oh man. Oh yeah. So biggest choke I've ever seen out of McLaren. I mean, it was absolute pathetic performance this weekend. When the broadcasters are shitting on him, we decide we're gonna shit on him. I mean, the amounts of McLaren fans that I see on the internet on a daily basis just absolutely frustrates the hell out of me. I swear to God, these McLaren fans are window licking, 3 brain cell type people that just think with emotion instead of realism or with logic at all. I mean, it's like they are probably the most toxic people on the internet. I would put them right up there with the Haley Deegan fans, the Hung Money fans. I'd put them up there with the. I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, they're toxic, dude. They're tough to even like. They're realistic, like expectations versus reality versus results is just like what's going on there, man?
Well, look, every once in a while, there's a change in cult followings for fans in F1. The previous one was they were Lewis Hamilton fans. They were awful. They were terrible. I mean, they were just as brain dead as Lando fans. But now it's Lando fans. And seriously, you guys are a cancer. You guys are straight cancer.
Oh,
it's terrible.
I can't believe it, man. It's like I'm just glad that Verstappen never got like that cult following. He's just not the guy that would ever get that cult following, though. He just gets results. He's not like this flashy dude. He races all the time. He's good.
Yeah, like he'll never get that cult following because of his personality.
Yeah, exactly.
Like you know, first off, he looks like Sid the Sloth. I mean, you're not going to get a lot of women like that. You know what I mean? Like he won't ever have that femcel side of his fan base. He just won't. He just won't have it, which is a huge benefit in my opinion. I mean, if I got to look like Sid the Sloth to race in F1 and not have that type of fan base, I'm for it, brother. And then second off, his aggressiveness on track, and then his for lack of better terms, lack of give a fuck off track. So I just think that he's the honestly, he is the alpha driver. He just is. He is. He's just there's no beta in that guy. I mean, he is just straight alpha.
I think he's like the truest form of plug and play driver that we have on Earth right now. You know what I mean? Like I think you could throw him in a GTP car this weekend at Long Beach, and I guarantee you would put that thing at the front of the field. Like I 100% know he would, without a shadow of a doubt in my fucking mind. You could take him to the Indy 500 next year, and I think he'd be up to speed and qualify really well if you put him in a decent ride. Like he is that guy.
Like look how good Alonso did.
Yes.
For his his first Indy 500 bid. And that's Alonso.
Yeah.
I mean,
and Verstappen's way better than, well, not way better. He's better than Alonso. I mean,
I think he's way better. I mean, dude, he's just a different breed. He's just different. Like, I don't think Alonso's ever been on his level. I don't think Schumacher's ever been on his level. I don't think Ayrton Senna's ever been on his level.
Niki Lauda.
You know, the only reason why Lewis Hamilton may have been on his level is because of car progress with Mercedes. I don't think Lewis Hamilton is that driver.
Well, that's a good comparison if we compared Lando versus Lewis. Lewis could take the best car on the grid and he could win 7 world championships. Lando could take the best car on the grid and he can't barely win a fucking race.
Right. Hey, at least on the start of the races, he can hold on to his position. That's all I'm saying.
That's true. He did fix that this year. The only race he fucked that up in was the sprint race at China. That was the only race he lost position.
Oh, yeah. That's right.
Other than that, he actually fixed that problem. Our Christmas gift to him actually arrived on time this year.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So McLaren with the 2-3. I do want to talk about some of my drivers of the week. I nominate all F1 guys. Isaac Hadjar, rookie. P8. I mean, unbelievable. He's outperforming Liam Lawson.
Dude.
Unbelievable. Great job by Isaac Hadjar. I was ready to write him off after that formation lap at Australia, dude. Not gonna lie. Oh, man. Alex Albon in the points again, bro. This dude is a point machine this year, bro. Like they were like, hey, let's bring in Carlos Sainz to get us points, and Alex Albon's like, hold my keystone light. I mean, what a great start to the season by him. And then Oliver Behrman. I mean, we were pretty hard on him a couple weeks ago, dude. And what has he done since then? Backs it up with back-to-back points runs in the Haas. I mean, crazy. Great job by him this weekend. Let's go over point. I kind of talked a lot that time. Did you have anything else you want to add to the Japanese Grand Prix? Did you enjoy the race? I thought it was good, man. One stopper
Kimi Antonelli, P6.
again.
You guys
Great
watch
run.
it. He's gonna be the next greatest thing since sliced bread. He really is.
I think
Just keep him on your radar.
I think he was only what 2/10 of pace off of George Russell consistently throughout the race. I mean, sometimes he'd be faster, sometimes he'd be slower, but within 2 seconds.
Yeah, I mean they were
2/10
on
of a
different
second,
strategies, but yeah,
it's crazy.
look at the first time at Japan too in the F1 car. I mean, I, I just think I think very highly of him. I think he's awesome.
I think he's great too, man. I think it's cool that he got to lead the race. He become the youngest leader of a Grand Prix in F1 history.
Yeah,
Which is
yeah,
pretty
yeah.
dope. Yeah, him and was it Hamilton that kind of went on the off strategy there? We did see what was it early in the
Oh,
race?
he set the fastest lap too.
Yeah, that's
Youngest
true.
driver ever to do that.
To set the fast lap and to lead a Grand Prix. That's crazy. Didn't we see early in the race? Was it Stroll and I can't remember who else it was. There was two cars that went on or on the soft tires off rip, and they only lasted like 10 laps, and they were already blistering. And Stroll had a terrible weekend.
I
He
don't
was one of
remember.
the guys on the softs, but the softs didn't work. But other than that, man, like most people started on the mediums. I think there's a couple that started on hards, and like I mentioned, maybe two of them started on the softs. And then they kind of rotated. Either if you started on hards, you ran long, and then you swapped to mediums, or if you started on mediums, you went shorter and you ran hards to the end. Um, I thought the race was good, man. I love Suzuka. I think it's a fun track. Super intricate. The S section's super fun. Um, and I mean, it just felt like Verstappen just had control of this race. It was like a cat playing with his toy, man. Like, he was just fooling around.
Yeah,
He just never was in doubt. Like even watching it, and you saw like certain times when Norris would close into DRS range, you would kind of hound him a little bit. You're like, he ain't got nothing, dude. Verstappen, Lando Norris just ain't the fucking driver, guys. He just ain't it, man. Like, just wait for another 10 years when he's driving a freaking a kick Sauber or an RB get one free car, and you're gonna forget all he ever existed in F1. I mean, what an absolute failure of a driver, dude. The most overrated driver I think in the world, to be honest with you. I don't think there's another more overrated driver than him. I mean, really, is there? I can't think of one.
I'm sorry, you cut out there. Who you say?
I think Lando Norris is the most overrated driver in the world. And I don't even know who else I would even put on that list to even contend with that. I mean, who else is the most overrated driver in the world? I'm trying to go through IndyCar right now. I can't think of a driver in there that's overrated. IMSA, I'm trying to think. I mean, we've kind of talked about it. I feel like some of the guys that I thought were overrated, like Farfus and De Felipe and stuff, they kind of got demoted this year, which is pretty much where they feel like they should have been anyway. Trying to think of NASCAR is the most overrated in NASCAR.
Hung Money.
Yeah, probably, dude. To be honest with you, after this weekend, we'll talk about that here in a minute. Trying to think. I just really don't know, man. I feel like Lando Norris is the most overrated driver in the world. I just don't think there's any contender there. I just don't like the guy. I just don't like him. I think he's arrogant. I think he's cocky, and I just think he's kind of a piece of shit, man. And he knows he's
not good.
Yeah, he's just not good. Yeah, he talks a big game for not having the talent to back it up. I mean,
yeah,
crazy. All right, let's go over standings real quick because I think this is hella impressive. Right now, after the amazing start for McLaren, Lando Norris only has a 1-point lead over Verstappen right now. Put that into perspective, dude. 1-point lead over Verstappen right now. Unfreaking believable, dude. And then, obviously, 13 points over his teammate Piastri, which I think Piastri's cooked. He was cooked before the freaking season even started, dude. Like, they're never going to let Piastri win the World Championship, dude. It's just not going to happen. All right, constructors, McLaren, big gap, 36 points ahead. I don't think that's going to change throughout the rest of the year, man. I just think McLaren's going to be able to do it with what Max has been able to do recently, where he was able to build enough. They're going to build enough of a constructors gap that I don't think anybody's going to be able to touch them. They're 36 over Mercedes and 50 over Red Bull. Do you think anybody touches McLaren all year for that constructors championship?
Or do you think no.
Yeah,
no. Well, the only thing that can be of saving grace is a incredibly massive Red Bull upgrade list or a very fast pace / progressive upgrade pace for Mercedes.
Yeah, I think Mercedes has a driver lineup capable of winning this constructor championship, but their car right now isn't there.
Yeah. Well, I don't know about the driver lineup. I mean,
Well,
just
George
because of.
Russell's not a great driver, but he's not a bad driver. He's like the most mid
Well, I'm
driver
just
in F1
saying.
history, I feel like.
Yeah, I'm just saying, in terms of Kimi Antonelli, George is a great secondary driver. He really
100%.
is.
Yeah.
I just think that Kimi is just not there just yet. I think he's showing the speed. He's showing the maturity. He's showing that he has what it takes to win on a race weekend. He's just not there in terms of experience yet.
Right.
I think that's just the biggest downfall of Mercedes right now is just the experience. I mean, let's be honest, George Russell, I mean, with Mercedes, he's still kind of fresh, man. Like,
Yeah.
I would say maybe after this year he'd be probably seasoned, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith in George Russell, anyways. Again, I think he's just a great second driver to a team. I don't think he'll ever be P1.
No, that's what I'm saying about George, the good driver lineup capable of winning is because George Russell's the type of driver where if he has a third place car, he's going to finish third. He can never get more out of a car than what it is, and he rarely makes a mistake to take himself out of a position that he should be running. So it's like that's kind of what I think about Russell. I mean, which is exactly like you said. Like for a secondary driver, that's what you fucking want, dude. Like there's nothing more in the world you want than a freaking George Russell as a secondary driver. He's gonna finish where he's supposed to, and he's not gonna make mistakes. The only issue is that being a secondary driver is not the guy that's gonna go out and get a win for you. That's the problem with McLaren is they've got a primary driver and then they got the baby. You know, and it's like, what are you gonna do with that lineup?
Well, you put the baby as P1, brother.
Yeah, you put the baby in P1 and you tell him to go speed up when he can't speed up. Light a firecracker under his ass. Oh man! All right, it's time to talk about the Cup race now. Oh man! All right, let's just talk about it. Byron, dominant, dude. Like at one point in this race, Tom, I thought Byron was going to lead every freaking lap in this race. Man.
Yeah.
Like he got so lucky with the way the cautions laid out and all the stages. Like stage 1, right before the pit cycle, host of our wreck. So they all pit. He stays in the lead, wins stage 1. Stage 2, he leads the whole thing basically right when he's about to pit. We get the controversy of the race, Tom. This is the talking point I got to get into. Okay. During a green flag pit cycle, Brad Keselowski comes off pit road, loose wheel, lug nut flies off. He spins dead freaking sideways on the track. What have we seen the last 4, 5, 6 times this has happened in NASCAR? Boom! Caution! Instant caution. No caution.
For example, Martin Truex Jr., 2024 Kansas.
Yep. So they don't throw the caution. They don't throw the caution at all. And I think what their logic was here, Tom, was, hey, let's finish out the pit sequences. Let's get everybody to cycle through, which IndyCar does a lot, which normally happens. But I don't believe that bullshit lie either, because remember, Richmond, 2024, right in the middle of a green flag cycle, Kyle Busch fucking touches the wall with his left rear, or right rear, just barely gives you a little kiss, a little tap, bitty tap, bitty tap. Bounces and continues on at full speed. Fucking caution instantly right in the middle of a green flag cycle. Trapped like half the fucking field a lap down. All the best cars were a lap down. Fucked the entire race up. So people saying, oh, they just wanted to finish the pit sequences, the pit cycles. Well, you fucked that up too because you didn't fucking throw the yellow. And then we get a yellow 3 laps later, Tom, because of a fucking lug nut sitting on the inside wall. What kind of Jeff Gordon 26?
You can't convince me. You can't convince me. You just can't.
What is a caution? I mean,
no.
The amount of mental gymnastics I have to play in my brain while I'm watching a fucking NASCAR race is insane. Just want to sit down and enjoy a race, and then I've got to sit here and I've got to freaking be all pissed off and try to figure out what the hell is going on here to there. It's like, dude, it's just brain numbing, dude. It's absolutely insanely tough to watch, man. Like, I don't understand it, man. Like, they say, oh, the reason we have stage racing is so we don't have phantom caution. So what the hell do? They throw a fucking phantom caution. Make it make
It's
sense.
laughable. It's laughable. Oh,
I
can we
just
talk about
can't.
lap? Wait, can we talk about lap 3 though? Because that's the best part about
Yes,
this entire
I'll
race.
let you lead us off with that.
Well, what is there to say? Hug money, dude, baby. That's off at turn 2. What the hell? This guy can't fucking drive a car to save his life. I'm telling you, this is just comedy gold. All right, we're talking about the best driver in the world here, wrecking out on lap 3. Can I skip 180 laps later, or are we gonna dive into that
Let's
later?
just dive into that now. Fuck it.
All right, and then 180 laps later, this guy does the same goddamn thing. The same thing. Oh my god. It's like, look, this guy, he can drive dirt. He can drive stock cars. He can drive anything you put him in, but he sure as fuck can't finish the goddamn race. He's out there just hitting walls. He's hitting pace cars. He's hitting everybody else out on the racetrack. But we're talking about the best driver in the world right here, boys. My God, this is just a clown show out of the 5 car. Look, this is the real question here. How can HendrickCars.com continue to fund this?
It's insane. Only thing I could think of when that happened on lap 4, I was like, Mario Andretti would never. AJ Foyt would never. Michael Schumacher would never. I mean, what the fuck, dude?
And then he parks it in the middle of the track 180 laps later and does the same thing.
See, that's what we need to talk
gosh.
about. That's what we need to talk
Change
about.
the outcome of the race.
The script writers of NASCAR nailed it this week, man. Absolutely nailed it. I mean, honestly, dude, Byron dominates this race, like what I started this entire talking point off on, right? Dominates this race. Absolutely dominates it. So, where I'm going with this is William Byron loses control of this race because of that final sequence. Tyler Reddick did a great job. He undercut everybody, built a massive gap. Byron didn't have a car in dirty air. I mean, nobody does. I mean, this car fucking sucks, right? So, yeah. He's trapped in dirty air, can't move. Had probably the best car, maybe minus Blaney, which we'll talk about him here in a second because I got a lot to talk about with Blaney here in a second. But loses control of the race. So at the end of this race, I feel like Hendrick, they've been known to do this in the past, and it always seems like when there's any of this late race controversy, it's always fucking Hendrick involved with it. And this is coming from me, man. I've been a Hendrick homer my entire life, but I'm getting to the point where I'm fucking tired of it, dude. I'm sick and tired of this Hendrick manipulation in NASCAR, man. It's bullshit. Freaking, who the frick parks it on the exit of a corner, Tom? Who the hell does that? I mean, he parked it in front of Bubba. Poor Bubba had nowhere to fucking go. He runs over the back of him, brings out the caution. And I feel like this is a conspiracy theory to try to get Byron the lead back and win the race off pit road with the number 1 pit stall. I honestly do. Thank God it didn't fucking happen. And I hate Denny Hamlin. I can't stand the fucker, dude. I can't. Dickie Hamlin, bro. I can't stand him. But, I mean, at least Byron didn't win this race off a beneficiary of his freaking teammate being an absolute jackass. You know what I mean? Like,
well,
I don't want to be the freaking tinfoil hat wearing motherfucker on the internet, but dear God, dude, dear God,
well,
how does that happen?
Well, also, at what point do you actually just start to realize or even start to consider that what is happening could be race manipulation? At what point? Actually, you know what? Put yourself in Rick Hendrick's position. All right? Put yourself in his position. What do you do to try and win a race? You'll go to the graveyard, go dig up your grandma's grave and go smack her across the face and pile the dirt back on her to go win a race. That's what you'll do. So of course there would be a race team owner that would go out there and do small bits of race manipulation here and there to try to get one of their drivers in. Rick Hendrick is fortunate enough to have 4 cars out there on a racetrack every weekend. Every weekend. He's fortunate enough to have that. Of course he's going to have ammo to do that. Of course he's going to have strategies to do that. I mean, it's like, if you're denying that, I think you might just be oblivious to the entire world, probably. And everything else going on around you. you got to take that into consideration. You seriously have to take that into consideration. If you don't think JGR is doing it, you're wrong.
Mhm.
If you don't think Trackhouse is doing it, you're wrong. You know, if you don't think freaking Brad or the RFK's not doing it, you're wrong. You're wrong. They're doing everything they can to put one of their cars in victory lane.
It's just how many random scenarios or random circumstances have to keep happening for you to see through the line of bullshit. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
there's got to be a wake up moment where it's like, whoa, maybe we are kind of cheating a little bit here and manipulating races and this and that. I mean, I'm just tired of it, man. I'm sick of it. And it seems like Hendrick. I mean, I might be singling out Hendrick here. Tom brought up a good point. Every team's doing it, but it just seems like it's happening way too frequently and way too conveniently recently for Hendrick over the last 2.5 years that it's like, come on, guys. Like, the integrity of the sport is gone. Like I say all the time, replace the R at the end of NASCAR and replace it with an E. I mean, National Association of Stock Car Auto Entertainment, man. That's what it is, dude. It's terrible, man.
Yeah, it is.
I think the best part of the race, though, was when they brought Kyle Petty and Richard Petty into the booth because then we didn't have to listen to Boyer and Harvick so much for that little short segment there. I enjoyed that, honestly. I think a lot of people don't like Kyle Petty. I mean, there's a lot of things he says that I don't agree with, but I think he's hella good for the sport, man. Like he just says shit that he just says shit, man. Like he doesn't care. Like he don't care if people don't like him. That's what I like about him is he just don't give a fuck, dude. You know?
Yeah. Yep.
And I feel like that's what we are on this channel, man. Like, honestly, we just don't give a shit. We're not here to impress anybody. We don't have any corporate sponsors. We don't have any inside ins with the NASCAR people, and they would never want to have inside ins with us anyway because we speak the truth, man. We're not gonna sugarcoat it for you guys. We're not gonna be like Dale Jesus and Dickie Hanlon and whoever the hell else has their own, Kevin Harvick and whoever else has their own freaking platform. We're not going to come on here and sugarcoat it for you to tell you this is the greatest thing I ever saw on fucking TV, man. Dude. This is so freaking awesome. No, dude, we're going to call it like we see it. We're going to call good racing when we see it. We're going to call bad racing when we see it. We're going to call semantics when we see it. We're going to call good shit when it happens. We're going to call it the drama. We're like, that's what we built this channel on, man. Like, we're not going to sugarcoat shit for you guys. We're going to tell you our opinions, and that's our opinions, man. Like, I feel like that had to be said.
I can't even remember what it was, but they showed a little bit of a snippet of Kevin Harvick's happy hour podcast that he does actually right now. And he said something so ridiculous, so dumb that it just you know he's getting paid by NASCAR.
100%.
To say stupid shit on his podcast. It's so bad. It's and there's suckers out there that freaking believe it.
They eat it up, man. They eat it up. They just like love shit it in a bowl.
It's crazy. I don't know. I'm just wow. Has NASCAR gone to hell in a handbasket, dude? Just wow.
The amount of pandering and ass kissing that these hosts give you, man, is like, bro, like, just wake up. Like, just wake up. Like, maybe that's why we're not popular, and that's why a lot of the races and the takes we have are probably not popular, but I don't give a shit, man. Because, like, I've been watching racing for a really, really long freaking time, dude. Like, I'm 28 now. I've been watching racing since I've been, like, 3? I think the first time I went to a short track was like 3 years old, like vivid memories of it. I mean, this is my whole life, dude. I spent my whole life is racing, bro. Like if I'm not like right here on this podcast right now, I spend most of my time on the internet watching races. Like I'll pull up YouTube on a random, like after I'm done working at like 3 a.m., dude, I'll pull up a freaking race and fall asleep watching a race, bro. Like,
yeah,
that's what I do. This is my life, bro. Like everything in my house is racing this, racing that. Like everything I do is racing, bro. Like that's it. Like I'm excited because this Saturday I get to go to my freaking short track. It's opener at my speedway this weekend, man. I'm freaking stoked, dude. Like I'm back in the groove again, man. That's all I do, man. All I do is racing, and it's like maybe my opinions aren't agreeable with you guys, but like That's what I do, man. I like racing. I like all racing. I don't give a shit, man. We could be racing freaking shopping carts with motors on them. I'll watch that shit tomorrow. I don't give a damn. You know?
Just don't add stages in it, please.
Yeah, just no stage racing. Exactly, man. Basically, if you want to make the ideal racing league in 2025, just do everything opposite of what NASCAR does, and you're gonna have a successful racing series. I promise you that. Oh man, that'd be great if me and Tom were hella billionaires one day. We would just create our own NASCAR for you guys to watch. It'd be great. All right. Oh yeah, I wanted to talk about Blaney. That was the last thing I want to talk about. Damn, dude, how many times is Blaney gonna have the fastest freaking car in a race and not be able to get a win, dude? I mean, whether
Dude,
it's a
it's
motor blowing,
insane.
I mean, strategy not working out, bad pit stops. I mean, what the fuck, man?
Yeah. I saw a statistic. I may have posted it in the Discord. Um, Blaney is the most efficient passer in the Cup Series, with a record-breaking number. I think it was like whatever points percentage they were using, plus 71.
Insane.
Which the next P2 is Chase Elliott as plus 25.
Jeez.
And then third place is like 23, and then 22, 21, a bunch of 20s, stuff like that. Like, he's just absolutely insane. And yeah, I mean, like, Blaney is, I've been preaching a lot about Bell winning the championship this year, which I'm still on board with, but holy shit, we got to be looking at Blaney, man.
Once he finds a way to get to victory lane, man, like if you can't win,
It's going to be over for you,
with
hoes.
this format. It's like you're not gonna win anything. But I mean, I kind of draw a lot of parallels to his 2023 championship season, though. It's like the difference is though in that season they didn't have freaking speed until the 600. Really, I mean, they were not fast until the summer months. This year, it's like they've got they're the best car every race. I mean, what race this year is Lakota? Maybe the only race Blaney didn't have the best car. Other than that, I think he's had the best car every single track that we've gone to. It just can't get that win. It's like, and it's all the most bullshit things too, man. Like it's unbelievable, man. I was avidly cheering for Blaney to win at the end of the race. I know me and Tom were texting back and forth, and Tom texted me with like 12, 15 laps ago. He's like, "Look at Blaney, man. He's like digging through the field. Look, he's flying." I was like, "Yeah, dude. Look at Blaney, man. He's so inspirational, dude." Like, then he makes the pass for the lead. I'm like, "Yes, he's finally gonna win one. Yes." And then he didn't win. And then like, I picked Hamlin to win the race, so I should be happy that I got another pick right. But it's like, dude, like I could care less about that. I wanted to see Blaney win the fucking race, man. Like, come on.
Yeah, right.
Oh, it's a heartbreaker. All right. Is there anything else you want to talk about with the NASCAR race? We do need to talk about Chase Elliott's comments. I never talked about that, but I don't really know if I want
Which ones? I mean,
the ones with about the freaking throwback weekend, man. I mean,
oh my god, what a clown! What an absolute clown! Absolute clown.
I mean, we've shared our opinions of Throwback Weekend over the last year and a half or so, but basically my thought process on Throwback Weekend is we just need to throw back the cars the way they used to look. Even if we get like a one-off deal with a sponsor would be freaking ideal, but if not, paint them up, put whatever sponsor you want on the car, put the car numbers in the center, like change the number to the actual car number of the car that you were representing. Like I just so many cool things you could do with Throwback Weekend. I love Throwback Weekend, dude. I think it's the best thing in NASCAR.
Here's the deal. Okay. This Throwback Weekend was and continues to be the best marketing scheme by NASCAR. And God, when I say years, that's an understatement, but years. I mean, it was incredible what NASCAR was able to do with this. So, for your drivers, to say stuff like that is just insane. It's seriously, it's insane. It's so dumb. Like what you said, it just makes them seem so disconnected. They are disconnected. They are so disconnected.
I would like to see the Lionel diecast sales after this weekend, dude. I bet this is one of the biggest months of the year for Lionel diecast sales. It's got to be. I would love to see the numbers on that because I'm sure they sold a shit ton of diecast, dude. Like a ton of them. Like
Well,
honestly, I want to buy the freaking the Josh Berry diecast.
oh yeah, that was dope.
That was probably the coolest freaking scheme of the whole weekend, man. I love that car, dude.
The Xfinity series absolutely killed it
Yes.
with throwbacks. And
Yes.
they continue to kill it
Every
they're
year.
mountains above the Cup Series guys when it comes to throwbacks. They are incredible. And even the low tier teams, the underfunded teams, they put out paint schemes way better than anybody else, man. It's crazy. Like I don't know. Again, the most pure form of people in racing is in the Xfinity series, and it shows in multiple avenues.
Well, and I feel like the drivers too are so disconnected because remember when Throwback Weekend first came around and like they would do special hairstyles or they'd grow their beards out or they wear
Yeah.
like the petty hat or like the Earnhardt
Yeah.
hat or like the aviators or like the gargoyles or whatever, they'd represent the driver. The drivers don't even do that effort anymore. Like you know how much marketing you could put around this event if you just did it upright, like
Yeah.
how much t-shirts, diecast, merchandise. I mean, NASCAR, I see why
I
NASCAR
don't know.
does it. It's a freaking, like you said, dude, it's a marketing masterpiece, dude, for NASCAR.
It really is.
And when the drivers don't want to participate then and be a part of that, when the sponsors are willing to sell sponsorship on these cars, it's like so disconnected, man. Like these drivers just think it's all about them. That's the problem. They just think
Yeah.
it's all about them. They're out there racing. It's them versus the world, and it's like no, NASCAR's a sport for the fans, man. Like my dad says it every year when we go to Talladega, man. Hey guys, we're not here for the race. We're here because we are the sport. Us here sitting here drinking
Yes.
beer, partying all
Yes.
night. We're the fucking sport, dude. Like,
Yep.
like it's not these idiots going 200 miles an hour around us right now. It's us. We're the sport.
Yep.
And I truly believe that. I think NASCAR realizes that more than the drivers do. And I think they take it overboard, obviously, with the entertainment factor. But that's me as well.
Yeah.
You gotta find the middle ground. You gotta have good racing product, not entertainment. And then you've got to really enhance the fan experience. Those are the things that strive. Like I said, make me and Tom billionaires and we'll bring in NASCAR 2.0.
Yeah.
All right. Drivers of the week: Isaac Hadjar, Alex Albon, Oliver Behrman. Boneheads of the week: Taylor Gray, wrecking himself in the Xfinity Series race. McLaren for their team strategy, and then Kyle Larson being hung money. Point standings of the Cup Series: Byron 49 points over Hamlin, who's the new second place driver, and then Bell is in third, 52 points back. All right, we've recapped this weekend's races, Tom. We got another. Say a little bit longer here on this podcast. We're going to do previews of this weekend's races. This weekend, we have IMSA and IndyCar at Long Beach. Man, I freaking love this weekend for IndyCar. The thing that sucks, dude, is was it last year that Long Beach was on the same weekend as Dega? And that kind of sucked, man, because we missed it.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
So glad that it's back on this weekend and we don't get to miss it this year. Also, Bahrain, LaSalle, not LaSalle. It's Bahrain, not LaSalle. LaSalle's Qatar. Gosh, I can't remember. It's Bahrain International Circuit. That's what it is for F1 and F2 this weekend. And then for the NASCAR series, the Trucks Xfinity Cup are all at Bristol. Notable entries in the Truck Series: Brandon Jones will be in the number 1 for Tricon. Larson and Corey Day will both be with Spire this weekend. Luke Fenhouse making another start with Thorsport in the 66, and then old PK. Parker Kligerman jumping out of a sports car to a truck. He's going to be making a start for Henderson this weekend. Good vibes, good times, man. Every time Parker's in that 75, man. I hope he wins this weekend, dude. I really do, man. All right, Xfinity, Larson, obviously, is making that triple this weekend. Bonsignor will be in the number 19 for JGR, and then Corey Heim making another start with 2311 Sam Hunt Racing group there in 24. Cup Series, old Pennyman himself, LaJoy, will be in the Rick Ware Racing Machine. Jesse Love making his Cup Series debut this weekend for RCR in the 33, and then Josh Balicki with Garage 66. Alrighty. Friday, the Truck Series race, the Weather Guard Truck Race at Bristol. This is going to be an interesting race, man. The last few Truck Series races have been weird at Bristol. I think this one's going to be probably the same. I think we're going to see a lot of random cautions. I think strategy is going to get flipped on its head. I think you're going to see weird cautions at weird times. You're going to see a lot of comers and goers in this field. Just the way I feel like it's going to play out. The respect level in the truck series feels like it's a lot better right now than it has been in years past. So hopefully we don't have a lot of weird shenanigans this weekend. With that being said, I'm going to take the guy that I really think is a track that's going to suit him well. I think he's a superstar in the making, dude. I've seen enough from this guy already in the limited amount of times I've seen him in the truck series to know that he's going to be a future Cup Series superstar. I'm going with Lane Riggs, man. I'm sold on this guy 100%. I think he's a freaking exceptional talent. I think this track suits him extremely well. I think he's going to be dominant, man. I really do. I think he's going to control most of this race. He's going to look like Corey Heim has the last few weeks. He's just going to be that much better than everybody else. I'm going to take Lane Riggs this weekend. My dark horse, I'm going to go with Caden Honeycutt, man. His win is so close to happening, dude. He has had some great runs this year. He's got probably arguably the best crew chief that's not in the Cup Series crew chief and for him there with Phil Gould. I mean, I just love that team. Nice Motorsports, man. I'm going to take Honeycutt as my dark horse. I think he's going to be a threat as well. I think he'll be top 10 all day long.
Yeah, that's some great drivers there. I do want to say, though, that watch out for Majeski. I think he's going to be pretty quick as well this weekend. So just watch out for him. I'm not choosing him, though, because I'm going to go with my classic pick here for the Truck Series this weekend. The classics. Any returning members here? Can you guess? Maybe a little bit of those paparazzi hands, maybe a little bit of drum roll. It's Enfinger, baby. It'll be. And the reason why I'm choosing him, I think, I agree with Jay. I think this race is going to get turned up on its head. I think some crazy stuff is going to happen. Who always shows up at the end of the race? Always. Yep. Who's always there? It's Enfinger. Every time. I think Enfinger can look. He's not. Let's say he's not like, God tier when it comes to these kinds of tracks, or he's good. Like, don't get me wrong, but I mean, he's still racing for a single car team. It's not like he's got a lot of help on the outside. It's Enfinger and CR7, man. That's it. So I think Enfinger is going to have a really, really, really good run here, as long as he doesn't get caught up in some other crap. So watch for the 9, man. I mean, he can be there for sure. And then for my dark horse, again, we're going with the same pick. We're going all year, baby. I'm telling you what. That's Frankie Muniz. And watch out for another season of Malcolm in the Middle. Maybe we might get a little bit of filming as Frankie Muniz as a driver now in the show.
Hell,
that'd be kind of cool, right?
Dope, man. That'd be Hollywood 2.0 right there. I like that. I like that pick. I guess my sentimental favorite is still in this truck race. I'm still gonna be pulling for Parker Kligerman, dude. I don't think he can win.
Yeah, for sure.
He'll be in the top 10 for sure. He'll be.
I think he'll have a good chance. I think we'll be surprised.
I would love to see it, man. I'm a huge fan of PK, man. I love it, dude. When he does the IMSA broadcast, or when he's been running a lot of IMSA races this year, man. It's just so fun to. I mean, I know he's driving for Forte, and Forte is basically a dumpster fire, but it's still fun to watch him out there. All right, speaking about GTD, let's get into it, man. This weekend, the IMSA WeatherTech Sports Car Championship at Long Beach, the Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Man, I love this race, man. We've seen some damn good races at Long Beach recently with IMSA, man. I think the last 3 races have come down to basically the last minute of the race, the final lap. I mean, that got that iconic Ricky Taylor throwing it into the turn 1 wall. Then the year after, you saw Albuquerque do the same thing, throw it into the wall. Or no, it was Louis Delatraz, not Albuquerque. Throw it into the wall into turn 1. I mean, we've seen some absolute theatrics. And with that being said, man, when it comes to the GTD field or GTP field, man, who's been the best team the last few years at Long Beach? It's been Acura, man. Acura's been so good there. I don't know what it is. They've just got it figured out. I don't know if their downforce package is so much better, their strategy is so much better. They just are better at Long Beach. They've been better there for a long time. I mean, and that's why the pick that I'm going with Acura again. Acura is just that team, man. And between Colin Brown and Tom Blomqvist, I think that's a great driver lineup. I'm a huge fan of both those guys. I think they're both amazing sports car drivers. Their resumes speak for themselves. I think they're going to qualify up front. They're going to control this race, the entire 100 minutes of it. it's going to be tough to beat Penske, though. Penske's been on a rail so far this year. This isn't a track I feel like suits them. I feel like that win last year at, or no, they did not win. That was Acura that won at Detroit. So yeah, the Acura has been just so good at these street courses, man. I just think it's going to play into their favor. I'm going to take them to win. And then my dark horse, my tried and true, man. I just love this team, man. Their car is amazing looking. Their driver lineup is A tier. They don't really make a lot of mistakes. They always seem to be in the top 5 to 6 every single race. I'm going to take Proton.
Yeah, Jay brought up the good point of Acura. I mean, I'm taking the 93 all year anyways, so I've got the 93 for my favorite for this race. Incredibly good at Long Beach. I think we're going to see him up front again. I mean, Porsche is really strong, though. Really, really strong. They have been. We're going to see Porsche up front as well. But it's going to be really cool to see what Acura can do against the Porsches, especially with the tight streets that Long Beach has. So that's what I'm most excited about, is that battle between Acura and Porsche. And then for my dark horse, you got to do it. They're the homers. They're the favorites. You can't choose nobody else. I mean, come on. It's Proton, baby. It's Proton time. And man, would it be awesome to see Proton eke out a good finish. Maybe a win. Maybe a win.
That'd be freaking awesome, dude. The day Proton wins, bro, I'm going to lose my freaking mind, dude. Oh, I'm waiting for it. It's going to happen one of these days. Just watch. All right. For GTD, I'm going to go with the number 96 BMW with Turner's Motorsports. I think that this team, I don't know, man. The BMWs on the street courses last year were just so good, man. It felt like they were just in control of all the races. I was thinking Aston Martin, but Aston Martin was really, this isn't their type of track. They were more like the Sebrings when we get to like the VIRs later this year. Like getting them more like the Petit Le Mans like type of thing. I think that's when we're going to see the Astons kind of show their legs. But when I look at the schedule, I really kind of mapped out both street course with Detroit and Long Beach as kind of being the two races on the IMSA calendar where BMW is going to flex their muscles. I'm going to take the Turner number 96 this weekend to win in GTD. And then my dark horse, and I don't even know if you can call it a dark horse because they're just my sentimental team, man. I just love the driver lineup on this team, man. We got Tommy Milner, my boy, Free the Birds, and then we got Robert Wickens, man, making his GTD debut at Long Beach, man, in that beautiful Corvette. Oh, this team.
I forgot about
There's
that.
just nothing better about this team to me than this driver lineup. The Corvettes have been just so good this year, dude. Like, dude, if we could see a Robert Wickens and Tommy Milner victory this weekend, bro, it just makes me fuzzy inside talking about it, man. Oh, I want to see it so bad. I'm taking him as my dark horse. I'm going to be pulling for him the entire time. And we'll be live right here on YouTube pulling for him.
I forgot Wickens.
Wickens and Milner, man, and that Corvette this weekend, dude. Oh,
you know what?
What a lineup.
You know what? Screw the favorites. Screw the dark horses. It's the 36 Corvette all weekend long. They're gonna. I'm there. I'm there. I don't need nobody else. I need the 36 in victory lane. That's it. That is it.
Dude,
I'm not choosing nobody else.
If that happens, dude, I'm getting wasted, bro. I'm getting white wasted that night, bro. I'm celebration.
Yep. But you know what? Bust out the White Claws.
Yep.
Put on your mini skirts. We're going out tonight, baby.
Letting the hair down, baby. Let's go. Oh man, I am so excited, dude. Like when they announced this a few weeks ago, dude, I've just been biting at the. That's why I was so happy that you guys voted for the IMSA series race to be the watch party for the month of April, because not only is it my favorite freaking series in the world, you get like the dream freaking driver lineup in the GTD class, man. I'm super excited. There's 11 GTPs, 16 GTDs in this field. It's going to be a great race, man. Especially with getting through traffic, man. Like Tom said, dude, like this is a really tight freaking course, man. Like there are so many intricate corners. I mean, you got a couple good straightaways, like turn or off after the final little hairpin going down the main straightaway, and then that final turn going down. What do they call it? Tecate turn now, I guess the sponsor that's there going down that straightaway, and before you get to that little bus stop section, intricate section. It's gonna be fun. It's going to be an absolute thrill of a race. It's going to be survival, man. We've seen in the last few years, we've seen lots of wrecks in this race, lots of attrition. So surviving is going to be key. Getting through traffic is the next key. And then being able to manage the tires, because it's only going to be a one-stop race. basically just to do a driver swap. And I think, what is it, last year we saw one team not even change freaking tires, bro. They went the whole race on
Yeah,
one set
right.
of tires. We can
That's
see
the
that too.
Jesus Stone tires, baby.
Yeah, man. The Jesus Stone tires. Where they're supposed to be in IMSA, not NASCAR. Oh, man. I'm so excited. Like I said, watch party this Saturday. We're going to be going live somewhere around 5 p.m. Eastern time. So make sure you guys turn on notifications and tune in. We're going to have a blast. Probably have a few brewskis hanging out watching the race. Alrighty,
Yes.
Saturday, the Xfinity Series, the PsyOps 300. We'll probably do, while we're watching the IMSA race, we'll probably have this race on as well, because I think Saturday is just a banger of a night because we get IMSA and Xfinity. So probably do dual watch party with this. But Bristol, Xfinity Series, man, I don't really know, man. Xfinity Series at Bristol last few years has been really good. It seems like it's really top dominant, right? It seems like the guy on the outside is able to carry the momentum. Passing's been at a premium at Bristol last few races. If you got a car that's really good on the outside, and if you're not as fast as the guy that's trying to make the pass, you could just maintain that spot all day long. The momentum is insane at Bristol. I think the race kind of plays out the same. I think whoever has control early is going to be able to kind of dominate this race. And who's been the best guy at Bristol the last 3 years? We can't even kid ourselves. We can't even lie. It's been it has.
Yep.
He's thrown it away multiple times. And I don't like this guy now. He's on my never again list because of the bullshit he pulled at Atlanta this year. But that being said, I need one more right pick. So I'm gonna take Allgaier this weekend. Against all my good instincts and best judgments, I'm gonna take Allgaier. For my dark horse, I'm gonna take Taylor Gray, man. He's still a dark horse. He has never won a NASCAR race at the top 3 levels. He's due, man. He's due for a win. I think that the JGR Toyotas are going to be pretty quick. I think it's going to be a JGR versus JRM. I really do. I think that's how this race is going to play out. I think he'll be in the top 10. Who knows? Maybe one will come back to him this weekend.
I agree with Allgaier, but I just can't take myself to take it or make myself take him. I can't. I just can't. But here's what I do know. There's a new contender in the field, and he's proven to be pretty damn good at Bristol. And if anybody knows who I'm about to say, I mean, Jesus, he's been just lighting Xfinity on fire. He's had fast cars, not good finishes, but I think this is a weekend where we can see Connor Zilisch win an oval race in the Xfinity Series. And I think, honestly, Bristol's probably the best place to do it. Again, he's had incredible speed there in the lower series, racing around there, gotten screwed a couple times, regardless. Doesn't matter. I mean, he's still extremely fast. So I'm definitely going to be keeping my eye on Zilisch this weekend to have him turn around his terrible year so far. Good Lord. So yeah, my dark horse, honestly, I really don't think that there's another better pick. I really don't. I think it's Retzlaff, Parker Retzlaff. Look, he's doing some freaking incredible things with Alpha Prime, and he's putting that team on the map, man. Holy cow, he needs to be proud of himself. Somebody needs to tell him that they're proud of him. I mean, that guy is just on a different level right now. And yeah, dude, I'm really excited to see Retzlaff this weekend.
I agree. That's a great dark horse pick, honestly. I think this is a great track for him. And like we've said all year, he might not have the short run speed, but dude, him on the long runs is so good. And if we get some long runs here at Bristol, man, he's going to find himself back up in the top 10. Well, top 15 for sure, probably into the top 10, man. I think it's a great pick. I would love to see that Zilisch win on an oval, though, man. I'm a huge fan of Zilisch. I'd love to see him start winning some oval races.
Yes.
Alrighty. Next, the F1's amazing season continues on to round 4 at Bahrain. I think this is one of the best tracks on the circuit. I love Bahrain for F1. We've seen some great races here. Such a fast track. I mean, I love when the World Endurance Championship goes there, to be honest. I think that's one of the best races on the World Endurance Championship calendar, the 8-hour race there. But this weekend, what did we see last year? We saw a mix between Ferrari. We saw a mix between Mercedes being good here. I think we kind of see that this weekend. I think Mercedes, dude, I'm not going to lie. I have a feeling that they're going to out-qualify them freaking McLarens, man. I have a really good feeling this weekend about Mercedes. I know that their lack of speed, like their lack of ability is kind of down, I guess, behind the McLarens. They're clearly the second best team on the grid, in my opinion. I just have a feeling, man, excuse me, that Russell's going to out-qualify the McLarens this weekend. I have a really gut feeling about it. I'm going to take Russell to win this race. I think he's the one that does it. And like I said, man, Russell isn't the type of guy that's going to go out and win you a race, but if he qualifies at the front, he's going to manage it well. We saw that at Vegas last year, which was probably his most impressive career drive. Was never faster than Hamilton at any points of that race. Just was able to manage from the front, and that's what you need from a B driver, and he is probably the best B driver in F1 right now. I would take him. I'll take him to win. I just have a good feeling about it. And then for my dark horse, I'm gonna go Tsunoda. I want to see him start to score some freaking points, man. He needs to help Red Bull out right now in this Constructors Championship. Max back is absolutely hurting right now, carrying him in the Constructor standings. I think Tsunoda bounces back. I think being thrust into that position like he was, I think that was a tough spot to be in. I don't think really anybody could have jumped in that car and been any more successful than he was this weekend. I think that they get the qualifying down. I think he has a good weekend. He showed the pace in FP1, FP2, and FP3. I mean, his car was fast. He was right there with Max. And then get to qualifying, and he qualified terrible. I think that if they can bring the speed they had in free practice to qualifying, be able to qualify within that top 6 range, I think Tsunoda can score some good points and even contend for a podium this weekend.
Yeah, look, I want to formally apologize for how I talked about Verstappen last week. Or any, I wasn't here last week, 2 weeks before, about how Verstappen doesn't have it, Red Bull doesn't have it this year, McLaren has it all the way, it's a damn shame, etc., etc. I'm wrong. I'm eating crow right now, and by the best way I can think about eating crow, I'm choosing Max Verstappen as a favorite this weekend in Bahrain. It doesn't matter if that dude's got the best car, the 4th best car, or freaking John Deere D100 tractor. That dude can still win a damn race in the top echelon of open wheel racing. That guy is just insane. So, I'm going to take Verstappen as my favorite, and purely just because of driver skills. So, we'll see how he can do here. But I'm really not worried with that performance he put on in Japan. Jesus H. Christ, that guy is on a different level. So yeah, my dark horse, it's going to be my dark horse all year long. It's Antonelli. That guy is just continuing to impress. First time at tracks, first time with the team. It doesn't matter. He's going to go out there. He's going to score reliable points. He's going to go out there. He's not going to wreck the car. He is just the overall package for a driver. So I'm going to continue to choose Antonelli.
I like it. I like those picks. This is going to be a great race, man. This F1 season's been super fun to watch, man. It's super thrilling.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what this weekend has to offer as well. All right, next up is on Sunday, the IndyCar Acura Grand Prix of Long Beach. Man, were we in for last 2 years of absolute bangers. The year that Kirkwood kind of pulled the stinker out and kind of surprised everybody. When Pato threw it in the wall. And then last year, watching Scott Dixon just be the absolute GOAT that he is and make it on fuel at the end of that race was unbelievable. I don't expect anything different. We had a little bit of a break between the last race to this race. I think this is right. I think Long Beach every year, it feels like this is where the season really starts. It's like the second crown jewel on the circuit, but well, maybe the 3 crown jewels in IndyCar. You got the Indy Road Course, the Indy 500, and obviously I think Long Beach is considered one of the crown jewels of IndyCar. I just love this race. I think that this race is going to be very interesting. I think it's where the championship kind of begins. Like I said, what's one team that's really lacked recently on this beginning stretch of the season? That's been Penske, man. Penske's been nowhere to be found. They ran really decent, I guess, at St. Pete, where McLaughlin controlled the race off strategy, and then obviously Newgarden kind of threw it away. I felt like he had probably the best car at the end and kind of found a way not to win. I think what happened there at Thermal really lit a fire under Scott McLaughlin's ass, man. He came into the season with championship expectations. This season is not, excuse me, it's not started out well. I think he's probably top 3 street course guys on the entire IndyCar schedule or circuit. I would throw Kirkwood in there because he's just, the stats don't lie with him, and he's always proved it on the street course. And I would say Palou would probably be your next best one. But with that being said, I think that this is a turnaround weekend for Penske. I think we see Scotty McLaughlin qualify up front. I think he runs up front all day. He's gonna out strategize. I think he's gonna pull one over on Pillow, man. I think he's gonna best Pillow. I don't think Pillow's gonna go 3 in a row to start the season. I think McLaughlin's gonna put a little bit of a wrinkle in that. I think it's gonna be fun to watch though. I still think Pillow's the guy to beat, but I think McLaughlin is gonna get the job done this weekend. Then my dark horse, I'm going with Rosenquist, man. I think the best thing Meyer Shank could have ever done was bring in Armstrong and then get that Ganassi alliance. It really feels like Meyer Shank is the 4th, 5th car there at Ganassi this year. Like, I just froze. All right, I'm back. I think the last race at Thermal was a great race. I think they put on a great performance there. I think it's just everything's coming back around here for Meyer Shank, and I think that they're going to be a legit threat going down the rest of the season. I think Meyer Shank wins a race this year. And maybe this weekend at Long Beach. Rosenquist has got a really good track record at Long Beach, just like he'd had at Thermal, like we mentioned, and at St. Pete. I think that this early stretch of the season is really good for Rosenquist. I'm going to take him as my dark horse.
Yeah, that's a. Excuse me, good lord. Some great picks right there, but look, here's the deal. All right, you've got the best damn driver probably to ever hit the face of IndyCar out on track this weekend.
Facts.
I mean, this man probably wakes up in the morning and does piss excellence. We're talking margarita pizzas for lunch and doesn't give a damn. We're talking about barbecue wings for dinner and he doesn't give a damn. And we're probably talking about them let's see, Keystone Tall Boys as a dessert after dinner, and he does not give a damn. We're talking about the one and only Alex Pillow coming out here this weekend for the Long Beach race. Or I'm sorry, not. Well, yeah, it is Long Beach. My bad. For the Long Beach race weekend, you can't deny it. The man's already a freaking legend. I mean, this man eats margarita pizzas for lunch. This guy's amazing. You know, Alex Pillow is the guy to beat right now. He has been for the past 5 years. Even when he first came into IndyCar with Dale Coyne Racing, he was the man to beat. That's why Chip Ganassi got him. That's why he continues to put him in the best equipment in the field, because he wins the damn races and he wins championships as well. But Alex Pillow is just on another level. I don't think Scott Dixon level just yet. I mean, shit. Scott Dixon finished P2 at St. Petersburg without a radio all race. That dude was running his own strategy. That's insane. But you know what? They're not going to have that problems here in Long Beach. Look, this is going to be a race either by Alex Pillow or Scott Dixon. Mark my words. Excuse me. Alex Pillow approves. This is what's going to happen. It's either going to be Alex Pillow or Scott Dixon on pole. They're going to lead majority of the laps. They're going to freaking win this race. And then everything Jay said about Rosenquist is entirely accurate. Meyer Shank Racing will be championship contenders by next year. Mark the words. They are that team. They are those drivers. They are the guys. They will be the ones to beat come next year. Mark my words. It's going to happen. Rosenquist and Armstrong has proven that with the first 3 rounds this season, with the stiff competition that they've been up against. They're taking it to the Ganassi drivers. And I'm just saying right here, Rosenquist, at this pace, at this trajectory, shit, man, Pillow and Scott Dixon are going to have some major contenders for the championship next year. It's almost, I mean, it's threatening right now. They got to do something because Rosenquist, man, Rosenquist just in general, Rosenquist is that guy. He is that guy. And that's why I'm choosing him as my dark horse as well.
All righty. Oh man, I'm so excited for this race, man. This is gonna be a fun weekend, man. Like, I can't even lie. We get some freaking IMSA racing at Long Beach, IndyCar at Long Beach, F1 at Bahrain. I mean, Xfinity at Bristol. I mean, this is gonna be a freaking banger of a race weekend, man. I'm super excited. But the end of the weekend, we'll wrap up with probably the downer of the weekend, unless we get the blessing from God and they bring back those tires from last April. Oh God, if they did that, bro. Oh,
we need it.
God, dude. I'm fuzzy inside thinking about it. I might Honestly, dude, if I'm gonna watch the first 10 laps of this race, and if this race sucks, dude, I'm gonna just flip on to the 2024 race and watch that instead. To be honest with you. Oh man! But for this weekend, the Food City 500, I got no expectations for it to be like it was last year. I think that the tires are gonna be super freaking hard. Not gonna see a lot of passing. Typical modern day next gen NASCAR racing. But for my pick, by God, this has got to happen, Tom. This motherfucker's had the best car all year long. Can't win a damn race. It's some bullshit. It still pisses me off he didn't win this weekend. I'm going with YRB Ryan freaking Blaney. Look at Blaney, man. So inspirational. He's going to dominate this race. He's going to qualify up front. He don't need no bullshit and no shenanigans. I'm going to be pulling for him all weekend long. Ryan Blaney gets on victory lane. He gets himself in that championship mix, and he shows that he might be able to contend with old Christopher Seabell for that championship. I think that him and Bell have solidified themselves as the two championship favorites, and Blaney's going to notch himself in victory lane for that 12 team this weekend. I'm saying it right now. All right. For my dark horse, I'm going to go with Ryan Preece. I don't think there's much more to say, man. I think he would have had another top 10 this weekend if it wasn't for that bullshit freaking caution that NASCAR threw to completely screw him. Lost all his track position, was never able to make it up. Ryan Preece is on a heater this year, man. Ryan Preece is on a heater. I think he's probably the most underrated driver in the Cup Series right now. I think he's going to win a race before the end of this year, mark my words. Why not this weekend at Bristol? That would be freaking ceremonious, dude.
Yeah, so if NASCAR doesn't bring back Bristol 1 tires from 2024, there's literally no point in choosing drivers.
Yeah, facts.
There's literally no point. So I'm gonna operate based on the assumption that we are bringing back those tires. All right. Because I'll watch the first 50 laps, Jay, because the first 50 laps of the Bristol 1 race of 2024 were really uneventful. And then after that is when it got freaking crazy. So I'll dedicate that for sure. I'll dedicate that. But if it just turns out to be the same crap, I'm just, as Bristol 2 2024, I'm over it. But regardless, I'm going to choose some guys here that may be a little far-fetched, but regardless, can happen. For my favorite, I'm going to Kyle Busch. I think it's due time. Look, and honestly, this is one of his best statistical tracks to go out and win. So I think if it's at really any track, it's going to be Bristol. But we'll see. We'll see. Again, the tires are going to be the huge deciphering factor here on if this race is a must-watch or a bust. So we'll see. Dark horse, I'm going Preece again. You know what? I'm going to take this dude till he wins. I think he can win, and I think he will win before Buescher or Keselowski. I think he's. I said it while he was at Haas, man. I said that he is the best driver at Haas. I said that, and I firmly believe that SHR was just giving him crap. And honestly, does this not prove it? His time at Roush Fenway Keselowski Racing, does it not prove it? Like, Preece is mountains better than Gragson. I mean, Barry's got to win, but you know what? That's Penske equipment. They're on fire right now. So, I mean, whatever. So we're not going to talk about that. And then who is the other guy again? Oh, yeah, the 19.
Yeah.
Chris.
Way to go.
Chris or Briscoe. Yeah. And look, that guy's probably in the best equipment right now. Can't win a freaking race. Good Lord. Preece is doing better than him. So I'm probably going to choose him to the end until he can win a race, honestly.
Hell yeah. I like the picks, man. Oh, what a, I know. First 50 laps. I feel you. We'll see. I'm hoping. All right. We'll do fantasy next. I kind of just did a throwaway fantasy, to be honest. It's Bristol. I don't know if it's going to be Bristol 1 last year. I don't know if it's going to be Bristol 2 from last year. I don't know if it's going to be worse than Bristol 2. I don't know what's going to happen, Tom. So, I didn't want to use up all my good drivers because I'm running out of uses on a lot of them. I am leading right now, so I can take a week off to kind of do a random list here to try to save some picks for later. And I chose Bristol to be my random week to take off. So I'm going to take Bush, Bubba, Barry, Busher, and Priest. And I feel like it's not terrible with the way that all those guys have been running, but I haven't used a lot of them this year. So I'm going to try and get them all out of the way now.
Yeah, I'm gonna choose Bush, Bell, Hamlin, Blaney, and Priest.
All right. That's really good lineup. That's kind of what I was going to take, to be honest with you. I think that was my original lineup. Pretty much dead for dead, dude. And then I changed it because I had a lot of the same picks. One thing I do have to mention, though, is Larson's running the triple this weekend, and me and you didn't pick him to win one race. Home money!
I mean, do you blame us, though?
Not one.
Look, I'll tell you one thing. All right. Look, Hung Money is getting his own flavor of prime hydration.
Oh, yeah?
So you can go to the store and buy one and see what the flavor of Hung Money is.
It's like Skittles. Taste the rainbow. Prime's like, taste Hung Money.
I figured it tastes like maybe a little sweat. Maybe a little
desperation and lack of talent.
Those little hairs too, maybe. Might be packaged in there as well.
That's descriptive. Oh man. All right. Next is matchups. We got Denny Hamlin versus, as we aforementioned, Hung Money. I'm taking Dickie Hamlin.
Same. Yeah, same. Yeah, I don't even think that's an argument right there.
All right. Next is Chris Buescher versus William Clyde Elliott Jr. I'm going to go with Buescher.
Same. It's Buescher.
All right. Next is Keselowski and Bowman. I'm going with Keselowski.
Look, this is a pretty decent lineup or a pretty decent matchup right here. I originally took Keselowski. I think I'm going to take Bowman. I think I am. Yeah, I'm going to take Bowman.
I was going to, but dude, that 48 team has fallen off a cliff the last 2 weeks. Holy
yeah, but so is the 6.
Yeah, I don't know. I just have more confidence in. I mean, Bowman's terrible at short tracks. I mean, it's just he's fucking terrible. So
yeah, I don't know. We'll see.
It's a good matchup though, 100%. We'll see.
Yeah.
All right, the next one is Blaney and way to go, Briscoe. This is a no-brainer for me. I think Blaney wins
no freaking brainer. yeah, of course, yeah, yeah. No, this is a freaking no-brainer. This is a no freaking brainer. It's the 12.
Alrighty. I would do an F1 fantasy, but we haven't changed our lineup. So if you guys want to check out our F1 fantasy lineups, just go back and look at the last couple podcasts. Nothing's changed there for us. That'll do it, man. This is a fun podcast. Great racing. I felt like this weekend, the F1 race with the dramatics and the semantics was just awesome, man. That was must-watch TV, to be honest with you. From pre-race show all the way to post-race show, it was just absolutely fantastic. The driver of the week and bonehead of the week polls will be out. I think they're out now. I scheduled for 7:30, so you guys go ahead and make your voices heard on who is the bonehead and driver of the week or driver of the week segments. We did that last year. We did the best accumulated percentage of the driver of the bonehead and driver of the week. We did that at the off season. We'll do that again this year. So if one of these drivers stands out to you from this weekend, make sure you vote for them because maybe they can win driver or bonehead of the year. Alrighty. If you guys want to support our channel even more, we've got all the social media platforms on the internet. All those links are in the description below, as well as on your screen for you to follow. Been trying to make a bigger presence there on X, thanks to Tom. We've been kind of trying to post as much as we can over there and get more involved and grow our follower base over there on X. Like Tom said before we started the podcast, man, that's one of the best platforms to ever grace.
Ever.
I mean,
oh my gosh, it's incredible.
The amount of stuff I see on there racing related is just absolutely freaking comical, man. Like it's so much fun. And we post most of it on the Discord. It's all there for you to see. Which again, Our link to our Discord's in the description below. If you guys want to join the best race community on the internet, join our Discord. We post all the news, rumor, drama, memes, everything with every motorsport series from around the world right here on our Discord. Even interact, post some of your own stuff, man. If you guys find some funny stuff we don't find, post it on there. Interact with us, man. We'd love to read it. I'm sure all the other people in our Discord would love to interact with it as well. Come and meet a new friend, enjoy racing. We even have in our Discord, we got community chat. So if you guys meet some friends and you guys want to hang out in the community chat and watch a race together, you guys can do it right here on our Discord. And all of that, I mean, it just means the world to us, man. We love growing the best race community in the world, which we are, man. I'm not even gonna lie. This is the greatest race community on the internet. We just have so much fun here. If you guys want to support us more, go to our merch store and go buy you some Dega Boys merch. I got my Big Daddy IMSA hat on in honor of this weekend's watch party and the best racing series in planet Earth, in my opinion. It's gonna be fun this weekend to do that with you guys again at 5 p.m. Eastern time right here on this channel on Saturday. Tune in. If you guys buy stuff on our merch store, all those proceeds help us continue to make bigger and better content for you guys. On Patreon as well, we post extra content over there. A lot of our old crash compilation videos that we can no longer put on YouTube, but some other videos that we couldn't put on YouTube. All those help support our channel even more. Lots more stuff coming to Patreon here in about 2.5 weeks, Tom, because we are going to Talladega. We're about 15 days away from getting there to Dega. I'm super excited. It's gonna be a great time. Make sure you guys stay up to date with everything happening with that. We plan on doing another podcast from live from Dega again this year. So some cool stuff upcoming. Thank you guys so much for tuning in here on this podcast, episode 117 on this fine Tuesday. We had a great time. We appreciate you guys jumping in, and make sure to hit the notifications, hit the subscribe button, and join us on Saturday for the watch party. That being said, thank you guys again. Have a great rest of your week, and we'll catch y'all in the next one.